You can travel to visa free with UK visa. What's meant by UK visa? It could be a visitor visa, standard family or short-term study. It could be student visa, which is long-term visa, work visa, tier 1, tier 2, tier 5, transit visa, family visa, spouse, and UK resident permit, indefinite leave to remain, and BRP. But for each country, there's list of regulation and condition. Okay, so let's say, for example, some country requires a UK visa to be multiple entry and have been used at least once to travel to the UK. So in North America, there is Mexico. For example, how you read it, all nationalities, all use and use multiple entry UK visa if you have not used it. So permit, resident permits, all valid, indefinite leave to remain. So the BRP card is not allowed. Another one, Central America. So you've got Costa Rica. So you've got indefinite leave to remain and BRP card only. And if you've got visa. For example, if you don't have a visa and you have a BRP card, which is like a residency, so you can get to Costa Rica, but you can't get to Mexico. Panama, so BRP card is fine. All valid, use multiple entry UK visa. So if you have like a visitor visa, or tourism visa, family visa, you can get to Panama. And there's أنجويلا، بصراحة كلها دول معفنة. باربادو، أروبا، Bahamas, same applies. And so if you want Cayman Island, so all IRL and BRP card. So if I move down like quickly and to South America, so we have Peru and all only indefinite leave to remain, or if you have a visitor visa. So in Europe, which is most important, so we have to visit places. So we have Albania, يعني ما حدا حيروح لهونيك, and we have Armenia. So all nationalities, as you could see, only those nationalities who have BRP or indefinite leave remain are allowed into Armenia. Georgia, all nationalities, as long as they have a BRP card or indefinite leave to remain. Gibraltar is the same. Ireland, following nationalities only. So those ones are allowed to enter Ireland if you have only if you have a multiple entry UK short stay standard visitor visa, short stay, which is 6 months visitor visa, and you're allowed to stay for 6 months. Montenegro, so if you have indefinite leave to remain and BRP card. North Macedonia, none, only if you have a student visa. And you're only allowed to stay for 15 days. It must be valid for at least 5 days beyond the intended period to stay. Serbia, so only if you have a multiple entry UK visa. Turkey, so all those nationalities and valid indefinite leave to remain and BRP card. For example, I'm Lebanese, so I'm allowed to go to Turkey without a visa. United Kingdom, of course. And concerning Middle East, all nationalities, for example Bahrain, so only if you use and unuse multiple entry UK visa. And Jordan, all those nationalities, they're allowed to get into Jordan if you have BRP and indefinite leave to remain visa. So India, Iraq, Laos, Liberia, and Oman, all those nationalities. For example, I'm not allowed to get to Oman with a Lebanese passport as if I want to go. And we have Qatar, all nationalities are allowed to get into Qatar as long as you have a BRP or indefinite leave to remain. Visa is not exempt, but eligible to apply for Qatar, and it's free of charge, which I think is electronic visa. And Saudi Arabia as well, if you have multiple UK entry visa. United Arab Emirates, only Indian people who have BRP card are allowed to get into United Arab Emirates. And you still have to pay 100 dirham for 14 days and a single entry. Okay, concerning Egypt, so all nationalities, so all valid use multiple entry UK visa, permit residence, permit none. So if you have a BRP card, you're not allowed to get into Egypt, but you're allowed if you have a multiple entry UK visa. Visa is not an exam, but is to obtain visa on arrival. And UK visa must be used to enter the UK at least once. Morocco. So you can use your BRP card and use multiple entry UK visa for 30 days. And then you have Asia. Following nationalities only Indian if they have BRP card, Singapore, Indian, and Chinese if they have BRP or indefinite leave to remain, plus the visas. South Korea. So all those countries except Lebanon, you must have the indefinite leave to remain BRP or any visa. Taiwan. So you have BRP or indefinite leave to remain. Thailand, all nationalities, and it's a conclusion. Okay, so what they're saying, if you got indefinite leave to remain or BRP card, indefinite leave to remain means permanent residency, or BRP card, so you can get into those countries. But for example, Taiwan, you must have one of those nationalities to get into Taiwan, and there is an entry rule. For example, in Egypt, so to get in, you need a multiple entry UK visa, and the visa must be having used to enter the UK at least once. Like you use a visa and you want to get to the UK to, like, you've already been, you use a visa to get into the UK, so now you just can get to Egypt without having to, but with BRP card you cannot get to Egypt. Okay, so this is the website, so feel free, visatraveler.com, so feel free to check it. Okay, thank you.